Welcome back to the Caregiver Minute, where every weekday family and professional caregivers gather to refine their skills, gain inspiration, and prepare to serve. As you can tell, I've done it again. I've invited Randy Vawdrey, our Chief Medical Officer here to Mind for All Seasons, to join me on the Caregiver Minute because the other day in our Friday Lunch and Learn meeting with our team, he shared a tremendous analogy, and I wanted you to hear it from him. Randy, tell us a little bit about scurvy and the lesson that we can learn from the history of scurvy.
For about 200 years, seafarers recognized that when they would travel the sea for long periods of time, they get this terrible illness. They get sores on their body and their muscles ached, their bones got weak. Many people died. There's an estimate that as many as 2 million people died of scurvy. So just like in modern medicine, there was this mad rush to try to figure out how to prevent it. What do you do if someone gets scurvy? And there was disagreement amongst people about what caused it or how to address it, but there was a growing consensus that citrus fruit made a difference. In fact, there was a French seafarer that said that when his crew drank a Native American tea, they also experienced less symptoms of scurvy. Well, it was many years later that we discovered ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C. But before that, these seafarers didn't even know what vitamin C was, but they could still minimize the impact of scurvy when they ate limes. So what's the analogy here? There has been millions, hundreds of millions of dollars to talk about what causes Alzheimer's disease. Is it amyloid beta? What causes amyloid beta? How do we calm it down? The challenge with that is we don't have an answer. But we know that like scurvy, there are things that people can do that lessen the symptoms. So you got to start asking yourself, what are the limes in your life? Are there limes such as physical activity, changing your diet, improving your sleep, hormone replacement, vitamin and nutritional supplements? We know these things don't 100% reverse amyloid beta plaque, but they might be the lime that calmed the storm and adds quality to life.
In other words, what are the things that you're doing in your life or that you're doing with the people that you're serving where you notice that things get just a little bit better? I used to notice when people were moving into the memory care that I was running years ago, that if they came from home and they had a disrupted sleep schedule and they weren't eating very well and they weren't hydrating and they weren't having social interaction, that if we could just get them to our community and address those factors, a lot of times they did better. And I'm talking they would communicate more effectively, they seemed to have more energy, they recognized their family members just a little bit better, they were calmer. There were all sorts of different benefits that came. And none of those interventions represented a cure, but they were positive movements in the right direction. Those were little limes that were hints that things were getting a little bit better. And when you stack all of them together, things get a lot better. So today, I invite you to consider, where are the limes in your life and in the lives of the people that you're serving? Where are you seeing hints that maybe even if you don't understand why, something is getting better when you do a particular thing? If you can get clear about those things and then get out there and do a whole lot more of them, you're going to get better results overall. And it doesn't even matter if you don't know that limes deliver a lot of ascorbic acid, and that's why people don't get scurvy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow for another episode of the Caregiver Minute.